How are you guys doing? This is Martin. You know me from my series on how to pay off your car loan in 36 months without giving up Starbucks. Well, right now it's hard to find any Starbucks that's open because you can only do the drive-through. So haven't had that in a couple of days. Or being cheap. Well, right now a lot of us gonna have to be cheap because a lot of us ain't gonna have no money, or all of us have already ran out of money. So I figured this crisis really hit the radar about March 16th. That week before St. Patrick's Day is when everything got crazy. So for the past 2 weeks, we've kind of been shut down and closing off certain stores, opening other stores. And the theme of this, all I have to tell you, it's gonna hurt, man. 2001, I remember after 9/11, I was living in San Francisco. I lived in San Francisco on Bay Street, across from the Fisherman's Wharf, where the SEALs were. Shut down. Nothing. Then after that, the economy was dead. 2008. Whew, 2008. Remember that day the stock market dropped like 3 or 4,000 points, and they're like, they put like, that's when they started putting the circuit breakers in. Washington Mutual went out of business. Fidelity, they think it was a Fidelity type business went out. Like a bunch of credit unions went out of business. Anyone that was a handyman, there was no need for no handyman, so they were all out of business. I remember construction came to a halt for like 4 or 5 years till about 2013, 2014, where things started to pick up, turn around. I took a 15% pay cut. I mean, I was working all kind of jobs after that. I was working at Macy's one time, working at a restaurant the other. I just like scramble and try to make up that little bit of money. I had 2 duplexes I lost because the tenants didn't want to pay the rent. They thought since I owned the duplexes, I had the money. So meaning they didn't have to pay. So that ended up being a disaster. Now skip to 2020. Woo, it's gonna hurt, man. I remember back then I owned like my 2008 BMW. Right after I bought my car, bam, the recession hit. Gas was a little cheaper, but then gas started to rise up again. Wait, no, it was a year. I had my car a year. During that first year, gas just spiked. I mean, I was spending like $4 or $5 a gallon. I don't know how much I was spending. It was a lot. And then I remember 2008, bam, 15% K cut. And then the economy basically came to a grinding halt. So I compare it to what's happening now. The difference between the 2001, that's more a terrorist-related one. So it's more like a shock to the economy, where you can recover in 1 or 2 years, where you realize, hey, it's not as bad as maybe it should have happened, maybe it didn't happen, maybe we weren't conscious, maybe we were lazy. So it's more like a wake-up call to be more serious and be more pay attention. Now, 2008, that was the credit crisis, because what happened was whenever I see a whole bunch of luxury cars on the road, whenever I see a whole bunch of houses being bought, I just know the economy is right around the corner. I mean, the recession is right around the corner, and I just don't know why. And I mean, for the last 2 years, everyone has an Audi, Mercedes, BMW, even kids working at fulfillment centers have like these luxury cars. And you're like, man, where are they getting all this money at? Oh, I didn't realize 25% of kids are still living at home who are 25 and older. I may be wrong with my numbers, but I don't know if it's like 20% up to 35% of children are still living with their parents after 25 years old. Yeah, I could afford a fancy car too if I lived at home. I'd be rolling on the street. Then I go home. Hi, Mama. How you doing? What's for dinner? What is that, man? He'd be taking his girlfriend over. Hey, trying to be a big shot. Mom saying, how you going to be a big shot living in my house? Well, now, a lot of you got an opportunity to be the big shot, because now probably your parents got laid off too. So they're going to even make you pay the rent, or they're going to be smart and sell a house. So I say now this is the best time. Unfortunately, this is not going to be the time to sell a house based on what they're saying. But you can start getting the house ready, start making some minor repairs, cleaning them up. Take it off my hands. Get rid of the house. The house is going to be a disaster. You'll never recover your value because difference between the 28 and 2020, at least some people had a little bit of money, but for this one, it's just like a complete shutdown. And the problem is you only had like a lot of businesses. 59% of businesses, I think, are living or breaking even or losing money. So they're like one or two contracts away from going out of business. And you figure like now for the past 2 weeks, no business for most of these restaurants, no business for most of the handyman who go to my house and do damage and leave and then still want to be paid. No money for them either. So it's going to be hot, man. That's why it's so quiet. Listen to it. See, you only hear the bird, man. That's not a good sign, man. You need to see something going on. When I only hear birds and animals, I just know the people are about to explode, man. So, problem with this one, though, is like I think a lot of businesses, like look at Macy's, 125,000 people furloughed. Nordstrom's pulled that. One of those companies pulled out $8 million or something from $800 million from a line of credit. They might as well just take that money, wait for Vegas to open, go there and play blackjack. They got a better chance of making money playing blackjack or roulette than they have of turning around their profits in the next 2 to 3 years. So I don't know why they're pulling down that $800 million. So, but who's going to really hurt? It's going to hurt the young people. See, you young people, I had that ass smack, see? You guys have been like living the high life for the last 4 or 5 years. You guys have been big shots, rolling around in your cars. Now let's see what you guys got. Now, see, look over there. A mobile home park. Here comes a Beamer out of a mobile home park, man. I tell you, it's crazy, but listen to it. That model's about a 2003, 2004. So that's why I guess for me I'm always prejudiced because of Beamers, because I own one and I used to go to the dealer all the time and look at the models. So when I look at these people with these 2004, 2005s trying to show off, it's like sad, man. You're sad, bro. You're sad, bro. You're sad, sister. You played out. Go get you a 2014, 2015. Show me what you got. I got a new one. You got to use one. At least get a lease one or something. But you young people about to get that ass smacked, man. You're going to find out what you're made of. Find out, hey, if mama and dad going to keep you home when they realize, hey, their retirement they were depending on got cut. So they're going to let you live there for free, make you pay the rent. Maybe they finally they say, hey, the hell with these kids. Let's sell the house, honey, get what we can and get out of town. It's never going to be, we ain't going to make this, we're done, honey, it's done. We should have sold it 2 or 3 years ago. You're thinking, hey, let's leave it for our kids. You're going to leave what for the kid? What are you going to leave for him? He can't even pay his own rent. He's living with you. She's living with you. What kind of discipline are they going to have with the house once you die? As soon as you die, they're going to sell it, take the money, and go waste it somewhere. But, woo. Young people are in trouble, man. So what you need to be doing right now, work on your sales skills, work on your marketing skills. Some of you guys who got like sent home from college, it's over, man. You ain't gonna get caught up. What you gonna do? Stay from home and do what? What you gonna do this summer? It's over, man. The colleges got your money. Just say, you know what? They got me. You got me, man. I'm not. That's how I was when I lost my duplexes. I said, you got me. You got me, man. You got me. I didn't know people were that shitty, but they got me. And then I owned another investment property. Tried to get my relatives just to pay $300. A friend and a relative, $300. 2-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. 385 East 160th Place, Los Angeles, California, 90061. All I needed. I know it was in the hood. I know it's across from a Section 8. I know it's across from it's not really projects, but I wouldn't want to live in those apartments if I'm just saying. But it was $300, man. You could have made $1,000 a month, paid me $300, still had $700, had a nice house, a backyard, everything. And they fucked it up, man. I had to get rid of the house. They let the house go 3 to 4 months in arrears. And then I ended up getting a Medicare bill from $19,412 from the state. And I couldn't depend on them to pay the rent, so I had to cut the house. Done. I got my ass spanked, see. 2008, I got 2009, 2010, see, I got my butt spanked. So I didn't realize how shitty people were But see, you guys taught me. I understand now. And then in 2020 now, I'm ready. Got a little money saved up. I'm working on my sales skills. Who can I help that's going to pay? I ain't doing shit for free, man. I may do something for free 1 or 2 times, but I ain't going to do it for free. Hey, pay me to help you get ahead of the customers who don't want to pay. Because if you get something for free, you ain't going to appreciate it. And you won't maximize what you have. You won't take that seed or that energy and explode it. It's like an atom. You have the atom. I'm giving you the atom. I'm giving you the atom, but you just don't have that incentive to blow the atom up. You have it, you look at it, you kiss it, you roll it around. But that person who spends that $100, $200, $3,000, $20,000, hey man, I want to blow up. I want to be in. That person knows, hey, I want to be in it. Either I'm going to be in it or I ain't going to be in it. I want to know what it is to put some money in to the fire. I'm going to push my chips in, man. I want some skin in the game. Make sure you get some skin in the game. Don't look for discount. I did it yesterday. I said I paid all my bills. It's like, oh, I'm whining. I was paying like $2,200, $2,300 at my last place. I had like $1,893 for my place. I'm like whining. Why is it so much for the water? Why is it so much for the trash? It's like, what am I bitching about, man? I think you're saving $300 to $400 a month, and I'm whining. So I thought that was funny. So it's like, no, I paid all my bills today, paid my car bill. And now I'm just telling you, make sure you pay your bills on time. Like for me, together. Like 1, make sure you pay your bills on time. 1, don't look for a handout. You do not want a handout. You don't want nothing for free. I didn't tell my rental place, where I have my room, I didn't tell you to give me anything for free. I'd have just paid. But now if you're stupid enough to give me the money, all I did was take the money and send it off to the student loan. So get rid of that money that you would have otherwise. You guys don't need it. And that's probably all I have to say. I keep itching because my nose is itching. I have allergies. My eyes are itching. But you don't want anything for free. Don't look for any handouts. Go out there and make the money. And keep asking for the money till they give you the money. And don't be cheap. And as for you young people, get away. This is the time when the rents drop. Move away from home. Man up or woman up, man. You're 35, 40 years old living at home. Get the hell out the home. This ain't taboo. What are you doing? Get away from your mama. Get away from your daddy, man. What's wrong with you guys, man? That's like, what is that? That's bizarre to me. That makes me... I know I said the taboo stuff. Go watch a taboo movie. Find out what I'm saying. I was like, I don't know what you guys into, man. But shit, get out the house. At least if you do it in your own place, man. You know what I'm saying? So you young people, don't get anything for free. Don't look for any handouts. Go out there, ask for the money, and work. And move away from home. And as for the older people, hey, it'll help you too. We're going to have to do the same thing. But get ready, man. Before it gets too hot, make sure you put some money up and save it. That's all I got to say. All I have to say in closing is, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt me. We both going to get our asses whooped. So let's just make sure we take that ass whooping without crying. Just like we know it's coming. Give us our ass whooping, move on, and let's go make some money.